Good afternoon everybody and welcome back to my channel. I want to thank all the new subscribers that I've had in the past week and all the lovely comments that you've been giving me. I've really appreciated it. As a new YouTuber, any comments or any new subscriber is very much welcome. Alright, so this is the Roxy Journal of Stitchery box covering, and this is prompt number 5 for May. This would probably be the last video I'm going to do because I'm nearly finished. So I've covered my box, I've done the lid, I've made the bottom of the cardboard, and I have been stitching some embellishments on my lining of the inside of the box. Obviously it will go, let me turn it the right way around. Right, where are we? So it will go like that. That's the back, the front and the two sides, which are those. All right, so what am I up to? I finished off this stitching along here. I just did just cotton for that. I did some more French knots there. I did a little bit of running stitch over the top of the next to the rows, and I'm just about to finish this off here. So I have my cotton, my DMC pearl cotton, and I stuck the thing inside. It's number 3325, if anybody was interested. Okay, let me see. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. I finished all the embellishment, and this was one of those transfers that you do. I don't know if I've got the transfer transfer little bag. No, I don't know where it is. So you just apply this, you stick this on, you do all the embroidery. Obviously you choose any colours that you like. These are, if you can see that, these are little beads that I did for the butterfly. I did 4 beads on either side and 1 for the centre, and then I just did a tiny little bit of black for the, do you know what, I can't remember what they're called. I don't know if they're called antennas. Anyway, if you know, just let me know. So I did that. I washed it and then I let it dry, obviously, and now I'm about to do some blanket stitch along here. I think I'm going to do blanket stitch right across there to hold that down. Probably going the wrong way. Sometimes I go from the left, sometimes I go to the right. You don't want to have that too tight. This was coming undone here, so I just put the tiniest bit of fabric glue just to hold it there. Everyone says, don't use pins. Yeah, you're right, because the thread does get stuck. bit annoying. Now let me see if I can fix that up. What have I been doing? Well, I worked Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday at school. So I'm a teacher's assistant at a private school near where I live, which is only about 5 minutes up the road, so that's good. I think I might trim that off. What did I do? I think I just did a bit of stitching along there. Where's my scissors? I'll just reach over and get these. These will do. I'll just cut that. It won't matter. I just don't like the fact that it's a bit high there. Move that out the way. The weather's fine here today in Perth, but we sure do need some rain. As I was driving today to go and get some extra goodies, as you do sometimes, there were lots of trees on the side of the road still starting to die, like I said in my other video, but I didn't realise that it was quite significant to the whole of Perth, not just in one area. They were talking about that on the news the other day and saying, oh, my stand is just a little bit too close. They were saying that, I think I need to, that'll be right. They were, I've lost my train of thought. They were saying they were asking you to get your dishwashing liquid and put out on the front veg to help with the trees. My husband and I do that now. Well, we've done that the whole summer. I decided to get my bucket of water, the rectangle bucket in the shower, and you know, when the hot water comes through, it's cold. So I did that. That's probably half a bucket, and this bucket is a rectangle 9-litre bucket. And I've worked out if I don't wash my hair, and I don't have long showers, I probably use about 10 litres a shower, including the water from the hot water. And then I just take that, when I finish my shower, I just take that down to the garden. I've got natives, and I've got Cape myrtle tree out the back. I've got 2 of those. I've got some natives. I've got my pot plants on the back veranda. So I'm trying not to use my garden hose as much, because we're on about 104 square metre block. Ours is a 4x1, and we've got grass front and back, so we've got a fairly large frontage, and we've got a big shed which took up a lot of the grass, but still we still do have a lot of grass, more than other people. Some people, they're building these houses now which are just a house, and you've got, let me think, 1.5 metres and you're there at the back fence. So I'm happy about my back garden, but it does take a bit of extra water. And by this time in the year, we're meant to be having the water. I meant to turn the retic off already, but you know, we've had it so dry in autumn that we've had like I said, 2 mil, if that. And so everything is just so dry. Years ago, they must have they've planted trees along the road verge, and they aren't native to Australia, or I wouldn't think. And some of them been there for years, like I said in my other video, and they're just dying off. So they said that if they die, then they're going to replace them with native trees. So we'll see what happens, and the cost of taking them down is a lot more than the actual tree, planting the tree itself, which is about $500. So let's hope they do the right thing and replant the trees back on the verge, because it's the canopy of the city. Without trees, you just become a desert. So, and that's not what I want. I like living in areas that are got trees everywhere. All these new suburbs, you go there and they're just like a rabbit warren, in, out, round here, round there. And then there's no trees. And if they are, they're small on the verge. But you can't just go and plant a tree. My daughter is living in a suburb, and she could probably put a very small tree in the back garden. But apart from that, she couldn't put a big tree in, like, say, a small eucalypt tree. We've got 2 out the back, and they only grow about 3 meters. I don't think she could even do that. So what I've done there is just some the name's gone out of my head. You'll know what it is. I know what it is, but I can't. It's just not coming to me. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is just stitch. Just thinking in and out of these little holes. Blanket stitch. See, I knew it'd come to me. It's a bit small there, but that's all right. As long as it holds it down, it's all that matters. And it's my box, and I want to use it. I want to do it however I want to stitch it. If I was doing it for somebody, then it would be a different story, but it's not. It's just for me. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to stitch along here and go all the way round, and then go around in there. So I'll do that, and then I'll come back with something else. Good evening, everybody. This is Kristy. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for all the beautiful comments everyone has been giving me, and welcome to all the lovely new subscribers. This is the finishing of my vintage box. It's a monthly prompt from Roxy Journal of Stitchery with Rachael and Sarah. So what was mine was the vintage box here. I'll move you out just a tad. There. That was the box of the front, and then the lid was inside the lid there. And I just put a little puff, Suffolk puff, which turned into a little bit of a pin cushion at the inside of the box. So I finished the inside of the surround edges of the box with my material. I finished the embroidery, and I made little butterflies out of the beads on there. That was the rose. That was the other flower, and I just did just a quick whip stitches across there to hold the beads down. This was just stitching of fabric, and I embellished a little butterfly there, and I did another button there, and then we're back to there. So all I've got to do now is put it in the basket. I'll just bring you up slightly. So my intention is I've marked the corners. I know I was going to have, let me see, I was going to have this at the back, but it doesn't fit. So I've had to move it around and put the corners in there, mark the corners there and there. So it's just going to stretch slightly. So that means it will be quite tight when I just was distracted by the video holder. It will be quite tight in the corners. So I think the first thing I need to do is, I think I'm going to get, I've got some glue here. I don't know if it will work. I'll come back and I need to get the right glue. I'll be back. So I've got my glue. I've got some glue stick here in Australia. Just put a bit of glue. Oh, now I'm near to the end, aren't I? Put a bit of glue all the way around. This is supposed to be blue, but I think it's nearly clear. So I'm just going to put some glue around the top just to secure the fabric down. It's a bit yucky now, so I'll put it over there. Get rid of the glue off my fingers. All right, so let's see how this works. I have to stretch the fabric slightly into the corner. Now I do have some of this stuff here to go over the top. I was thinking about getting my hot glue gun out, but I might do that for that edging. But hopefully this will just secure it for now. If it doesn't work, I'll do it with the hot glue gun. I might have to do it off camera. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think the glue is strong enough for the fabric. It just keeps sliding along. I was going to put some nails in it, but I have a feeling the nails will split my wood. Let's just try this side piece here first. If I dampen the glue, dampen the fabric with the glue. I did stretch the fabric slightly so it will fit in the corners. Sorry about my voice at the moment, it's very croaky. Not sure what's going on with the stupid voice, but anyway. It's just a bit annoying when you just want to sound normal and you sound like a frog. And that's a bit funny. All right, so I need more glue on there. Whoops, I did that again. I'll have to edit that out. So what I'm doing along here is getting the glue and basically smothering the fabric in the glue. It's hard when your hands become sticky too. Just putting some glue around the edges. Now the glue is smothering the edges of the fabric. It's a bit tight there, so I need to just pull the fabric slightly. Now the fabric's quite wet with the glue, so that's helping the glue stick to the wood. I've only got a tiny bit left of this glue, so I'm just trying to use it as much as I can. I think I made my cover just that tiny little bit too small. I was hoping to stretch it. It would be a nice tight fit, but it might be just a little bit too tight. But I didn't want it all loose in the inside either when you stick the cardboard down in here. Let's turn it around here. See if I can just stick that down. Hopefully that will just stay there because it's becoming quite sticky now. Right, get rid of that. I'm just going to hold it there for a second. I'm just going to move that in there. There we go. Oops. Oops, sorry everybody. The box is a bit too close. I'm going to think about changing my room around so that the camera holder for the phone is on a different sort of table. I think I need to stretch this around here. Now it's getting very tacky. There we go. I can stretch that there. Bring that along slightly. I did the blue marks, so I knew that they were the corners. Try not to get glue on the edge there, look. That's heaps better. Now my fingers are getting all sticky. Oops. Right. Oops. Oh, now I'm sticking to the lid. In this other video lady I watched, Corinne, she has a wet wipe, and should have bought one of those along. This is just from the hot glue gun. My fingers are sticky, so I need to push this. I don't know whether you can see that. Push that on with the glue gun stick because my fingers are too sticky. I need to bring this in slightly. Oops. Come on, get in there. Now when I put my other piece on, make sure there's no glue there. This has got to go over the top. So let's just see. Yep, that works fine. I would just pull that back slightly. Oops. I keep saying oops. I need to. I've got to trim all this back. Make sure that it's not sticking out when the glue's dry. It's holding quite well. Let's get a bit more glue there. All right, so I can't do any more now. I'll have to wait for this to dry. And then I shall hot glue gun this. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hot glue gun around there, stick this on, this bit here, and then I have to get the glue and stick the bottom down and then put this in, which is the bottom of the vintage box. And then I have one more thing to do. I'm going to embellish this beautiful bee that I got from the lovely Sally over at Dotty Bee Vintage on her YouTube channel. If you go over there and watch her lovely videos, but she sent me this in my stitchery swap, which I'm doing with Arty Farty Annie Claxton. So I'm going to embellish that, and I'm going to stick that right up the top here. So when I open up my box, it's sitting right there. All right, I'll be back in a little while when this is dry. It's probably going to be tomorrow now because it's too late here in Australia. All right, thank you everybody for watching my video. Love all your comments and all your likes. And if you're new here and thinking about subscribing, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. I wanted to show you my finished vintage stitchery box from Roxy Journal of Stitchery, prompt number 5 in May. I've completed the inside now, so I'm just going to open it up and show you. So that is the lid. I've done ribbon around the top, some beading in the middle. This is a little pocket, a little Suffolk puff to put my needles in, and on the inside I finished my embellishment of all the embroidery stuff. Oops, sorry, the lid just knocked. I have a special little stitching here, and this is from my lovely friend Sally. I'll just see if I can get you in the camera without bumping the thing. So it was just a print that she put on a bit of canvasy material, and I've just done black and yellow thread to represent the bee. Just cardboard at the bottom, glued in. This is all glued in as well, and I just did some, to glue down the fabric, I used the stick glue. Here in Australia you can get the stick glue, and that glued quite well, and underneath the bottom cardboard as well onto the wood, and that worked quite well. And then for the top here I did glue gun, made sure it was really hot and just stuck it down slowly, and then I just did a little bit of glue to join to join it together. So I want to thank Rachael and Sarah from Roxy Journal of Stitchery for their lovely prompt number 5 in May, and this has been an absolute joy to film this for you. I hope you've learnt something from doing an old vintage box. I've learnt that it was a lot easier than I thought, and I have just loved embellishing the sides of my material with just lots of lovely stuff. And I wanted to show you today the book that I had received in the mail. I don't normally do the showing of my items yet, but this was just a lovely book that I wanted to show you. It's called Colour Confidence in Embroidery by Trish Burr. I bought it for just to get an idea of colours that go together, because I love colour. I haven't actually looked she's in the book yet. She's got shading techniques and how they work. Tools for colour selecting colours, which is great. Different way you shade the leaf there. She even, tells you the numbers that you can use. Oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? So there you go. You can trace outline this. And then it gives you the materials used, the DMC, the crewel needle size, and roughly what shape, what size it's going to be. So what she's done is she's got the colours on the sides here, pink, mauve. Oh, that's just the beginning. I'll show you. If you can see the colours running along there. So those are the colours of the thread. So if you wanted brown, there's a lovely brown bird for the wings. She shows you the technique to do the feet and the branch, orange, gold. Oh, look at that lovely bird. I bought it for, I just bought it for, to be honest, to get a sense of colour. How the colours work. If one day I may do that. Not sure what bird that is. Lilac breast roller. Isn't that lovely? Looks a bit like the kookaburra. It's in South Africa, that bird. I know it's a reproduction with permission from somebody who obviously has drawn it. It's blue. and the purple. Lovely iris. That's beautiful. I love that. So they're the projects you can do. This is just all about colour and the way colour goes together. There we go, look at that. Petals. There's a beautiful kingfisher, isn't that lovely? All right, so I hope you enjoyed a little bit of that. I just wanted to pop in here and show you what the book was all about. If I never get any of that done, that's fine. I really wanted it just for the colour, how you blend different lights and dark colours together in thread painting. Well, that's it for this video for my vintage box covering. I want to thank everybody that's watched all my videos. I want to thank all the new subscribers that have come here on my channel, and let's see what happens in the next month. Thank you for watching.